Hey guys, so today I wanted to share the strategy that I took to get an 870 at the GRE Math Subject Test. So what I did was to look at the problem distribution. You can find it on the ETS website. So the first half, or like 50% of the problems in the entire exam are going to be calculus. So this is what you should be focusing on. And then the next 25%, algebra, linear algebra, number theory. So elementary means like nothing like Gallo theory. Then the last 25% includes everything else. And then this is where you don't want to spend too much time on, because you can be an expert in complex analysis, and that only gives you a part of 25% of the entire exam. So what I did was to put most of my time on calculus. So I just became really good at calculus. And whenever I had some extra time, I studied the next 25%. And I pretty much ignored the last 25%. I did get some points from that, but it was because I just happened to take some classes before the exam on those topics. And then, why would this work? So let's just say that you can solve all the calculus problems in the exam, and then you make a random guess on every other problem. And then, since it's a multiple choice exam, you still get like about 20% of the problems that you make a random guess on. So that gives you about like 40 points out of 66. And this is assuming that you make a random guess on half of the exam. And then this is actually pretty good. This is actually above average. And then, but it's a little bit unrealistic because, not everyone can solve all the calculus problems right. So let's say that you get really good at calculus and then you solve 90% of the calculus problems in the exam. And for the rest of the exam, you solve problems that you know about and you ignore the rest. You make a random guess. And let's say that you get 50% for the rest of the exam. And given that the random guess gives you 20%, that's not a crazy number. Then the total score that you get at the end would be 46. And that gives you about like 740. And this is roughly like top third of the entire everyone. And then the University of Pennsylvania is actually one of the few schools that posts the average score for the new incoming students. And that's about like 820. So 740 isn't really bad at all. I hope you found this helpful. And thank you very much for watching. And then see you guys in the next one.